Hello lovelies, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is the first time you're seeing me. My name is Kirsty and I make psychic and spiritual content over here, so if that's your kind of thing, please do come and join us by hitting the subscribe button down below. So as you can tell by the title of today's video, lovelies, I am doing a reading on the world economy. When I mentioned about the economy in my 2023 predictions, quite a few people were like, what's going to happen? And I was intrigued as well, because I can really feel a shift coming in the way money is handled, in the way money is being dealt with, just with money, finances, also the way we make money and opportunities to make money in this world as well with the digital era is definitely shifted. So I just want to get into that and see what the cards and what Spirit have to say. So if you do enjoy this reading, please do hit a lovely thumbs up, and yeah, let's get into it. So instantly, as I began to meditate on the energy of the world economy, and bear in mind we have different economy states all across the world, so this is general, this is a collective feeling. I may obviously tap in and out of different countries depending on what I pick up, but the first word that kind of came through from Spirit was paperless. Paperless, and now this isn't any surprise. We've been hearing about this for a long time, this paperless thing that is coming through, where they want to get rid of like physical money and move everything online. And I really do feel that energy, and I feel that banks, like physical banks, being able to go to a bank and put money in and talk to someone at a cash register or whatever, that is going to slowly disappear. Okay, and what I'm feeling from Spirit coming through is, as this year progresses and Spirit draws more to 2025 with this, 2025, 2026, when this will, I feel, be cemented, I feel as though countries are going to come together as a collective. I'm talking Western countries, America, the UK, Australia, Canada. Obviously Canada's connected to America, but there's going to be one currency, one online digital currency. And that is what we are working towards now. And Spirit is actually just making me aware that it's interesting, because here in the UK, we obviously have had a new king come in, and Spirit's just making me aware of this. They're talking about the money that is being printed for King Charles. However, there isn't much money being printed for King Charles. Now, I haven't seen, King Charles has now been king for a few months. I haven't seen any money with his face on it, physically held it in my hands, and I don't know how much is being printed or generated. And I really do feel from Spirit that that is because they're saying, you know, the elites, the people that are in control, the people that are in charge, I feel that they are like, well, there's no point, because we're going to eradicate physical money. And Spirit is saying that a lot of people are in fear about this, because they're saying, well, if our money is online, then they can control our money. But what Spirit is saying is that if people are clever, this is an opportunity to actually rise up and create your own money. Because this, now more than ever, just shows the construct that money is made up. Money is made up. It's documented. There has been times in, you know, history where there was no money. Money is actually a made up thing. We just use it as an exchange, as a currency to put value on things. And Spirit is saying that if the people are smart enough here, there is an opportunity for the collective to get together and create their own currency and their own communities and their own way of trading and exchanging in their own communities. And so that pyramid that our world has been based on, where, you know, people are at the bottom and then you've got the classes and then the elite at the top, it will crumble. Because the reality is, people don't realise how much power they have. And a lot of these collective readings come back to that energy, but it's true. The people don't realise how much power that they have. And whilst the governments and the elites are trying to do this and trying to take away the paper money so that they feel like we'll have less control, Spirit is saying that actually your money being online, you don't have to use that way of currency. You can create your own. And that is where Spirit is saying these crypto, digital economy systems are actually beneficial. And you can create your own one of those. So it's definitely a shift coming in. We are definitely in the middle of a shift. We're definitely in a real turning point. So let's see what the cards say. Okay, so here we go. Ooh, got a cards flying out already. So this is a clarity and guidance spread. This is an 8-card reading. Spirit, please show us what the world economy is looking like. Please show us what the world economy is looking like. Okay, there we go. First card. We are shifting. First card, major arcana cards, Judgment. Judgment is about reflecting, looking back, and laying to bed things that aren't working so that new life can be raised, and it's only a matter of time. Judgment isn't about quick transition. Judgment is about slow transition. You see the hourglass? We've got time. We've got a bit of time. So this isn't something that's going to happen overnight. You're not going to wake up tomorrow and not be able to use money. This is something that they are drip feeding in. It's going to happen slowly and slowly and slowly and slowly until, yep, the money's gone. We're online. There's no banks. And you have, you know, limited access to your money. You can only spend a certain amount a day. You can only do this. But what it will do, again, I'm hearing from Spirit, if people are clever enough, because people are very intelligent when it comes to the internet now, they will just start to create their own economies. And this is so much deeper than money. Let me just tell you that. That is what I feel. This is so much deeper than money. If you are following a lot of spiritual creators, a lot of light workers, or if you are intuitive yourself, you will know we are in the midst of spiritual warfare. We are in the midst of light versus dark. We are literally in the middle of it. And this is all about that. So this is like them trying to control and the light trying to pull it back and them trying to control. And we're in this back and forth now, which is why things have felt quite unsettled. But over the next 3 to 4 years, we are going to start coming out of this, the other side of that. Spirit is saying that 2026 to 2027 are going to be very pinnacle years where, you know, we really do start to see the light come back in. And Spirit is saying that the light can win this, but the people have to come together to do that. They have to come together as a community to collaborate, to create their own ways of being, so that the power is taken away from those people at the top. So this is not just, you know, for them drip feeding us and for them looking at ways that aren't working. This is also for us to look at, well, how can I now start to put my money in places where I'm going to receive investments back from it? Where can I now start to be more clever with my money? Where can I start to go and connect with people who know about online worlds? This is the thing, we're more connected than ever before, but we're not all utilising that power. We can basically email, go on social media and connect with people who are digitally aware, who know the stats, the data, who have been studying this. We have access to this information. So Spirit is saying be knowledgeable and be smart and dive into that if you really want to be on the next wave of where money is going. Okay, so 7 more cards, please, Spirit. Where are we going with the economy? Where is the World Collective going with the economy, Spirit? Where is the world economy going? Okay. Okay. Okay, where is the world economy going, Spirit, please? 6 more cards, please. Okay. Where is the world economy going, Spirit? I have just had something come through, but I'm going to hold off onto it until I've pulled all these cards. Okay. 4 more cards, please, Spirit. Where is the world economy going? Where is the world economy going? 4 more cards, please, Spirit. 4 more cards. 4 more cards. There we go. Okay, I'm going to hold off, but yeah. 3 more cards. Ooh. Here we go. We've now got 3 major arcana cards, and I'll go into that in a minute. Ooh, there we go. Yeah. Final card, please, Spirit. Final card. Interesting. Okay, so let's get into this. So we have now got 4 major arcana cards here. Whenever I see a reading that is major arcana card heavy, which is these cards, so Judgment, the Magician, Justice, and the Hanged Man, whenever I see a reading that is major arcana card heavy, I know that shift and transition and growth is taking place, because these cards are like the hierarchy of tarot. They are the storyteller of tarot. They hold a process and a transitional energy, and so whenever they show up, it is basically a prediction that we are in the midst of transition, where whatever the reading is based on, in this case the economy. So here we go, backs up what I said. Judgment, Spirit is saying to look at how you have dealt with money before, think about it now. Don't just put it to the side and be like, oh, I'll deal with the digital age of money when it comes. No, start thinking about it now. The Magician is also backing that. The Magician is all about the law of attraction, manifestation, creation, having the power to create a life that you want for yourself. The power is in our hands. This is what Spirit is saying. Like, instead of feeding into that narrative of they're trying to control us, okay, fine, we can't do anything about that. We can't do anything over the fact they're trying to control us. But do you know what we can do? We can start to work together, create our own systems, manifest our own realities. And that's what this is here all about. Like, it's saying, look back, don't make the same mistakes twice, don't fall into the same victim systems or anything like that you've done before. Look forward and look at what you can do now. That's what the Magician asks. It asks you to focus on what you can do, on what you can create. Spirit is also talking about these crises that they keep talking about. Now, listen, I'm not saying here that people aren't in poverty, people aren't homeless, people aren't struggling financially. That is fact. We couldn't sit here and say that. Spirit would not say that. But what they are saying is, feeding into that will only grow that energy, okay? What we have to start doing is being solution-based and problem-solving based rather than focusing solely on the problem. The thing with the media is they keep pushing this narrative of cost of living crisis. They keep pushing this narrative of scarcity. They keep pushing this narrative of fear, when in reality, here we go again, Spirit is saying, if the community came together, if people worked together, we could solve this problem. We could work through hunger, we could work through homeless, we could work through helping each other financially. But they've done so well to segregate people that people are scared to talk to their neighbours, people are scared to talk to other people about money. That's not, even doing this video alone, there will be people here that find it disgraceful that someone is doing a reading on money. That is intentional by the elite. They have intentionally wanted people to feel uncomfortable talking about money, to feel like it's disgusting or it's ugly or it's bad. The reality is, money is just energy. We use it as an exchange. We use it to value things. That's it. But they have the collective in this, not everybody, but the collective in this narrative that money is evil. And we need to shift out of that, because it can do good. It can feed people, it can house people, it can do all of those things. And when we come together as a community to shift that belief, then that's where our power lies. And Spirit is saying we need to start focusing on what we can do through the Magician, focusing on what we can change, rather than feeding into the narrative that they want us to feed into. The reality is that there is more than enough. This world is abundant and plentiful, but there are people that are being greedy. And really, the crisis is that. The crisis is that we have a small amount of people in this world who are greedy and who don't want to share, who don't want to live in harmony, who don't want to live in peace. Okay, now, as I tap into the energy of the Queen of Cups and of Justice, I feel something came through. So there are numerous charities around this world that have been running for many, many years. For example, Red Nose Day, charities like that, where people raise a lot of money to send to third party countries. I feel that towards 2024 and going into 2025, there is going to be a big legal system. Okay, sorry, not a big legal system, a big legal court case, because I feel like someone is going to whistleblow on one of these charitable organisations and say that the money hasn't been going to where it needs to go. Queen of Cups is all about emotional energy. This is the queen of emotions. This is the intuitive. This is the compassionate queen, the queen who loves deeply, who rules from her heart. And I feel like this might be a woman who whistleblows because she's got into this organisation and realised, wow, this is corrupt. And she's going to end up leaking some information. And I feel like there's going to be a big court case around maybe Comic Relief, around one of those organisations that claims to be helping people in need but isn't. Or they are helping but they're not giving as much as they claim to be. And I feel like this is now again where we sway. You see Justice here, she carries the scales that are in balance. That's her victory, that's how she wins, that's how she gets justice. The scales now are and have been out of balance, and so this is about pulling things back into sync, and the only way we can do that is by going back into the feminine. Now, I've said this before, we need masculine and feminine. We need masculine and feminine, but right now we are so heavily in the masculine, we need to pull it back a little bit to the feminine. And I feel like feminine is about caring about people, about caring about your community, caring about your neighbours, caring about other people, and that's what's going to make this right, when we start caring and working together. And I do just feel something coming around a charitable organisation where someone is going to whistle blow, and it's going to almost explode and expose a lot of injustices that have been happening within charitable organisations. But I am drawn very much to like the Red Nose Day thing, the comic relief thing with that. So look out for that, I do feel, but that won't come, I don't feel, until 2024, 2025. And as I said, these might seem like distant dates, but as I said in the beginning, I don't feel with the money, it's not something that's going to change overnight. If they said tomorrow, right, that's it, we're getting rid of money, physical money, and all your money's going to be online, and we're going to control how much you can spend and where you can spend it and when you can spend it, people would be like, people would start panicking. But where they start to do it slowly, okay, this bank's closed, that bank's closed, this bank's closed, that's how they get people, because they slowly start to make it familiar. Slowly. Okay, again, here we have 10 of Wands and 9 of Pentacles. 10 of Wands is about a terrible burden, something that feels very pressured and high responsibility and stressful, and it's coupled with the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is all about abundant energy. This is about financial independence. And as I connect in with these cards, I'm really being drawn to the way we make money, because that's also something that's about to shift. Look around our world. Our systems, these systems that we've become accustomed to, for example, the NHS, they're falling apart. And Spirit is saying it may look very, very drastic from the outside, but there is a blessing that can come from it. And unfortunately, when we go through transition, and transition is here, transition is ugly. That's the one thing I can tell you. When you're in it, it's ugly, it's painful, it hurts, it's emotional, it's a roller coaster. But when you come out the other side of transition and you emerge as the butterfly, it's beautiful. And you look back and you go, oh, that's why that had to happen that way. We are in the midst of that transition, and that's why it feels uncomfortable, especially where money is concerned. Spirit is saying that the way people work, these 9-to-5 systems, they're going to die out. By the time we get to 2027, Spirit is saying that 9-to-5s won't really exist. A lot of people will be working for themselves. A lot of people will be working freelance. Spirit is talking about the NHS now because I have mentioned it, so they've drawn the energy there. Like, that will even change. A lot of people will work under the NHS freelance, because this pressure, this stress that the 10 of Wands is indicating, it's to move us into an era where we can be more financially independent and live better lives because of it. The 9 of Pentacles, interestingly, again, is about feminine abundance. And feminine is an energy source. Feminine is that energy that is nurturing, that is rooting, that is mothering, that is about our well-being, compassion, love, living in a way that is aligned and truthful to you. That is where we're moving towards. That is where we're moving towards. And so Spirit is saying that, yes, times are really difficult right now. They know that they are. But please trust the process. And start to prepare now. Start to think now about what you want by the time 2027 comes. Where do you want to do? What do you want to be doing with your money? Where do you want to be working? And start investing in that now. Start nurturing that now. Start loving that now. Start pouring into that now. Even if it's just reading, researching, talking to other people about it. Start putting your energy into it now. okay? Because it is about us moving into a way of life that is better for everyone and not just for the few. This isn't going to be an easy fight. Like, King of Swords is that elite energy, and as I tap into it, we've got a long way to go. You know, these people, these elite people, have been thinking about this, planning this for years, and a lot hangs in the balance. As I said, we're in the midst. So the final card, being the Hanged Man, is just confirmation that nothing is decided yet. Everything is hanging in the balance. We're in the midst of transition, just swinging like this, hanging there like, okay, let's just wait and see. But Spirit is saying that whilst you are waiting and seeing, whilst you are wondering when they're going to stop producing paper money, while you are wondering when things are going to move completely online, start preparing. Don't just sit and wait in hopes, you know. Start thinking about what you want to do with your money now. And start pouring it into, I feel Spirit is saying, rather than have the money maybe sitting there losing value, pour it into investments now if you can. You know, I'm not a financial advisor. This is never going to be a financial advising video. This is an energetical read on the world economy. But I feel like I said in the beginning, where they're going is wanting one world economy for all, because it's easier for them to control. But Spirit is saying to not focus on that. Focus on you. Focus on planting your seeds, investing your money, thinking about how you can do that now, talking to the people who know about it, looking into digital money and looking at what the best ways of investing that are. Start preparing now so that you're not blindsided when those things do come into place, when the paper money does disappear, when you can't get hold of your bank. Prepare now. And I feel that Spirit is saying to prepare by investing your money into material assets, invest into houses, invest into businesses, invest into physical things, okay? And remember community. Spirit is saying to remember community, talk to your neighbours, help your neighbours, give them sugar, give them bread, be a community. Start building that now, so that when the time does come and we need each other and we may want to produce our own economies and our own currencies, we've already built that trust by lending sugar, by lending bread. These things start small. And as Spirit said, this is bigger than money. This is spiritual warfare. This is light versus dark. And this is about us not feeding into that darkness, but instead seeing it as an opportunity to take back the light and take back our power. Whew, that got deep. So yeah, I really do hope you've enjoyed this video, lovelies. If you did, please do hit a lovely thumbs up. If you got this far, please leave a little money emoji down below. Let's spread that abundance and start it here and now. Leave any money, leave a dollar sign, a pound sign, a euro, leave whatever you'd like to leave down there. Just let me know that you got this far. If you haven't joined our lovely community yet, please do come and join us by subscribing down below. I do offer my own personal and private readings over on my website, which is www.kirstielewisreadings.com. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me today, lovelies. I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate you, and I will see you soon for another video. Bye.